In this video, I want to show you how to create a workflow. This will be your very first workflow or a workflow from scratch. So what you will do is on the left side of your menu, click on automation and then just make sure that you are under workflows, right? In here, you might have a couple of templates provided by us, but if not, don't worry. Just click on the top right corner where it says create a workflow. Click in here and then you'll see different kind of boxes. In here, these are some other templates that you can start using, but for now, we're just creating one from scratch. So click on the first box, click continue, and then so this is what you will see. This is empty. This is starting from scratch. One of the best practices is that whenever you are in here, we will always write a name for this. That way you won't forget, and that way you will also will understand ahead what, like, whenever you see a list of workflows, you'll understand what is this workflow about. So I put something easy in here, like my first workflow. I will make sure to write that this is a test, so I can play with my platform. This won't mess with my stuff or any other workflows that I have in here. Now, what you will see in here is that you'll see a white box in here that says add new workflow trigger, and then you'll see add your first action. So in here, you need to decide if you want this workflow to work with a trigger. So just to understand, this won't work unless the trigger is activated. So you can start thinking about what kind of trigger will start my workflow. Or if you simply don't have a trigger now and you just want something to happen automatically, what can be that? So for example, what we can have in here is that maybe I just want to send an email, wait for a couple of minutes or wait for a couple of days or something, simply wait or wait for an answer, anything, and then having another action going on and so forth. So this is what are the workflows about, having automated actions working in here for you. So let's say that I just want here to add a first action. What's the first thing that's gonna happen in here? Click in here where it says my first action. Now, in here you have a bunch of things that can be your first action. There's no need for you to review all of this. Just think about what you are looking for. In this case, for example, I just want to send an email. So instead of going through the list, I will simply write in here email. And these are my options for sending an email. If you write something and it doesn't appear in here, it's probably because that option is not included, is not a possibility yet. So please take your time, go through the list and see what are your options, or simply just type what you're looking for. In this case, I'm gonna send an email. Click in here, and then you are you have the option to fill out all of these fields or not. If you don't, just know that they will be filled out automatically with your platform business details. So for example, in here, I'm gonna leave all of this empty and I'm just gonna write test. What about testing my workflow? And then here I have the message. I'm gonna write hi. And what about getting used also to the custom values? So hi, click on custom values, contact, full name. Then this is test from my first workflow. Kind regards. That's it. Save action. So I'm sending this email and then I'm gonna wait. So let's say I just want to wait 1 minute because this is gonna be fast, right? We're just testing to see how it works, and then you can always come here and make any kind of changes and test it again until this is what you're looking for and ready to send it to your clients. But for now, it's just a test. So we're gonna wait for 1 minute, and after 1 minute, I want to send. What about, like, you can make any kind of testing here? What about a call? So you can have Progreda call you. What about add a tag, add a note? So, like, yeah, like, go crazy, try different things in here. But for now, what about just calling? I think this would be a good option. So just call, save action. Now, these are best practices. Whenever you are creating any of your actions, make sure you change the default names. That way you can understand your workflow from a different perspective. In this case, so let me go here into email. And in here on the first name where it says action name, I will write here test. So I know the email doesn't contain anything important. And then wait, I will write in here 1 minute, save, and then call. That's it. Call to contact, save action, and that's it, right? So as you can see, now I can understand my workflow without going into all of the different actions. So from here, I'm able to understand that I'm sending an email, which is a test. Then the system is gonna wait for a minute, and then it's gonna make a call, and that's it. The black flag in here is not removable, and it's just for you to understand that this is where it will stop. So whenever I'm adding any client or myself into the workflow, this is going to happen. It's going to send an email, it's going to wait a minute, and after a minute it's going to call the contact. But what if you want to wait more than a minute? Okay, you click in here and you change the amount of minutes. You can change for minutes, hour, days, and this, as you can see, this will give you like more ideas of what other things you can do. Maybe the call is not the best thing for you because you don't have a staff member, or you don't want to call them. But maybe what you will do is simply add a tag, add contact tag. So what about adding the tag test? For example, test Progreda. What about this? Or let's write here my first tag. Add a new tag. Then we can go back and check what's going on. Save action. So it's gonna call, and afterwards, or at the same time, because we are not waiting here, it's also adding a tag. What tag? Again, best practices, clicking here. My first tag. Save action. And that's it. You can keep adding things in here, keep adding wait steps. But for now, I think that's it. Now, save. And you can test your workflow from here. So what you will do is click on here, test workflow, look for your name. In this case, this is me. Run test, and that's it. I should receive my email, and then I'm gonna wait for a minute and wait for a call, and so forth. Now let me show you. Let's go back here on the workflows. Something very important, very, very important. Look for your workflow. If you have as many as me, simply use the search bar to look for your workflow. I'm gonna write first, and this is it. As you can see in here, my workflow is on draft. That means that if I add any staff member or anyone into my workflow, this won't work because it's on draft. So in order for tests, all the tests that I do within my workflow, inside the workflow will work. But if I now add any members, including myself, into this campaign, it won't work because it's on draft. I hope that's clear enough. So what I will do in here is click on my workflow and make sure it's published. How to publish? On the top right corner, click, toggle this bar in here and save. Always make sure to save. Now I'm gonna go back and make sure that my workflow has now turned green. So first, you can see in here, it has the green button now. And that's it. Now, going again into the workflow, if you want to test it, just simply click in here and test. But if you want to start adding members of staff members, family, friends to test your campaign, what you will do is go back into your main menu and then into contacts, and then look for yourself maybe, or for any staff member. And here, this is me. And now that I have selected my name and my contact, I'm gonna click on the robot icon, click in here, okay, proceed, and look for the workflow. You need to choose it. So this is gonna be my first workflow. Clicking here, action. This is just adding myself to my workflow. Oh, sorry, workflow. Add to campaign, and that's it. As you can see, it's already done. I'm gonna click in here on the blue letters to check the progress, and as you can see, this one is already complete. How to make sure? I'm gonna click here where it says show stats, and as you can see, it was sent to only one person and it was successful. So now I'm ready to go into my inbox, check my email, and wait for my phone call. And that's it. Let me know if you have any other questions, and see you in the next video. Bye.